Hello, Andy. I think your channel's great. See, it's very complimentary.
Departures. Always sounds better in French. Departures, like the famous French actor Gerard Departures. G'day from the Belmont Hotel opposite Manila International Airport. Today is my final flight in this trip with Cebu Pacific, and I'm taking Cebu Pacific along to Singapore from Manila. I believe it's a flight of around about 3.5 to 4 hours. I'm expecting we'll be on an A330. So we're going to head in. We're going to see what Terminal 3 has to offer for international departures. So far, actually, I've been happy with Cebu Pacific. So let's see how this final flight goes. So we're going to take that runway Manila over to the airport, and we're going to get securitified, I don't know how many times, but they love to check your bags and x-ray them and make you take off your belt, which is the most annoying thing. I like to pump music wherever you go, by the way, in the Philippines in general. Now as we approach the security here, just keep in mind that I didn't film it obviously, but I've already been through security once just to get to the overpass. There's a lot of eateries and stuff here before you go through security, so my question is going to be, later when I actually want to eat, will I be able to find something? Departures. Always sounds better in French. Departures, like the famous French actor Gerard Departures. Okay, we have 2 hours 50 to our scheduled departure. I have checked in but not received a boarding pass. I mean, they call it bag drop, but they'll give me my boarding pass, but I am checked in. So presumably this is quicker, but it doesn't look too busy at the moment. Okay, so we are booked in. Now we just have to head to immigration. The line was a bit slow moving. They obviously asking a lot of questions at the moment. They wanted to see onward flights from Singapore. So I don't know if Singapore has a thing about making sure people move on. And over here is the immigration. And pretty much time to turn ye off ye camera ye. And we're through a somewhat chaotic security. Immigration was pretty swift. Actually, it didn't take long. It's literally, you see some people with 4 bags. I'm going, presume they're on business class, I don't know. 4 bags. Like, bigger than my bag, all 4 of them. Let's have a look. There we are, 5J805. 5J805. Let's see what we got. Got a noodle place. We've got a presumably a local place. Seattle's Best Coffee, which apparently is the name of the shop. Gastro Bridge. Not a huge range of stuff here, it doesn't look like, but have a look. Tapper King, Kenny Rogers Roasters. Deliciously healthy? Okay, that's an interesting claim. And that appears to be pretty much the extent of the International Departures Terminal here at Terminal 3. It's a brand new terminal-ish. I don't know how old it is actually. Oh, I checked that one out for you. But it's not super inspiring, to be honest. Well folks, I'm doing it Kenny Rogers Roasters. We don't have this in Australia, so this is a brand new experience for me. But it's roasted chicken. How different can it be, really? Before we board the flight, maybe a few final thoughts about the Philippines. Manila is totally crazy. It's one of the craziest places I've ever been. But Palawan if you prefer, absolutely stunning and beautiful, and I couldn't recommend it enough. And there's loads to do all around the island, so if you're interested in sampling a bit of Filipino island life, then how could you go past Palawan? That's what I was told. I don't know. The Philippines is a really young country. And my meal has arrived. The Philippines is a really young country. I can't help but notice everywhere I look that everyone is... Well, there's a lot of people, especially in any sort of service industry or the airline industry, they appear to be in their 20s at best. Yeah. I really like Palawan. What can I tell you? And I didn't like Manila. That's pretty much the summary of the Philippines. Anyway, check it out. It's a roast chicken with rice, mac and cheese, and potatoes. Let's dip into it and see how it goes. Just there, through the window, we can see our plane for the day. The flight is a 5J, which is Cebu Pacific's prefix. 805. Google says it's about 2,400 kilometres from Manila to Singapore by air, and who am I to disagree with them? And I believe we've got approximately a flight time of 3.5 hours, but we'll see. They've got 4 zones here, all set up for everyone, and I'm in zone 1, which I presume is going to be the last zone to board. And my seat is 2A. Yes, I am right at the front. Okay, can you even see the gate from here? That's how far back zone 1 is. Zone 1. Anyway, we have 45 minutes to departure, and we're supposed to be boarding at 1:25, and that means it's about 1:25 right now for a 2:10 departure. So there's a lady at the front making an announcement without a microphone. I think it's probably about priority boarding, but I got to tell you, you can't hear a thing. We're like 30-40 meters away, maybe 50. Thank you. Looks like it's a bit of a hike. It's a small plane actually. It must be a 321, I guess. Well folks, here we are up the front of the plane, and for this one I have definitely ordered a hot meal so I can show you what it's like. How exciting! Let's have a look. Yes, it's an A321neo, as I suspected, and a tiny but existent table. The leg room is okay, and even the width isn't that bad, so yeah, here we go.
This is flight 5J805 bound for Singapore, and only guests for this flight must be on board.
The cabin crew, the head of the cabin crew, who's already been very friendly and given us a wave, her name is Andy. Now, how is that for a great name? Well, we just started our taxi. We're basically on time today, and the total time flying is only 3 hours and 5 minutes. Not sure if there's a time difference. There might be 1 hour difference. Singapore to Manila, I don't know. As we travel from one bay city to another, I've got to say, that's not a bad view out the window, is it, when you take off from Manila? Across the bay, seeing all the boats, the sandbanks, the Ferris wheel. Very cool. As the recording just announced, as always, Cebu Pacific, their seats don't recline. They come at a slightly reclined position already, and that's all you get, which is alright, I think. So the food has arrived. I've ordered the Philippine dish Abodo, beef Abodo, and I've had Abodo before, but I haven't had beef, so I should like this. And I added it on like 2 days ago, and it only cost like an extra $2.19 Australian, so it's $1.40 US, and it also comes with a complimentary bottle of water.
Hello, Andy. Oh, I think your channel's great.
See, it's very complimentary. Yeah, that looks pretty good for a budget airline meal, right? And also their menus have full allergen advice, which is fantastic for someone like me who does have a couple of allergies that he has to look out for. I've got to say, it's actually really nice and such a simple, cheap meal. I'm actually pretty impressed with this flight. In general, actually, I've been pretty happy with Cebu Pacific, despite having a few fears about flying them. Yeah, they've been hard to fault, really. I mean, you get what you pay for, but I think Cebu Pacific represents pretty good value for money. Like, when you consider it was probably just under $1,000, I got 4 flights, 2 of them international. The Sydney to Manila one was over $600, so 3 flights for less than 400 Australian dollars, 4 flights for around 600 US.
We have a quick possible winner seated at the middle seat. You get it right. The correct answer is Throwback Thursday.
So that's a little thing that seems a regular thing on Cebu Pacific. A little competition. You win a pencil case. Answer, what does this acronym stand for? Or if you have a Go Rewards app on your phone.
team headed by our flight deck crew, Captain Aquino and First Officer Lee, together with your cabin crew, we thank you for making Cebu Pacific a part of your important moment.
There's some magnificent approaches in the world. That's not a bad one either. Over there. Look at the big boy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A380 there, Singapore
for your
Airlines.
safety and comfort, please remain seated.
Thank you. Well, Changi Airport, folks. Terminal 4. Automated immigration lanes. Well, we'll see how this goes. Well, that's bound to speed up immigration in general. At the moment, you've got to do sort of a pre-arrival thing, which I did online. I guess it stores your information in their system. Scan my passport and I'm in. Oh, and a one thumb print. So that concludes my Cebu Pacific odyssey, if you like, and I didn't really have a bad flight. I had one flight that was full, one flight that was nearly full. Today's flight, I think, was at best half full, and the one from Sydney to Manila was barely a third full, which was great. Today's one was just over 3 hours and it sped by, and in every flight the staff are young, they're bright, and they're pleasant, and that's all you can really ask. And it's funny how a lot of budget airlines seem to have really really perky staff, which is great. Before I started these trips, my thought was, okay, well, I've got this travel fund and I should use it up, I guess. And then I'll probably never fly Cebu Pacific again. But you know what, now that I've had the experience, I'd be happy to fly them again. Yeah, I kind of give a bit of a thumbs up to Cebu Pacific. And maybe I just, I've had 4 flights now. So I had a chance to have a bad one, and I didn't. What else can I say? Thank you so much for joining me on yet another Cebu Pacific vlog, and you'll probably be glad to know that that's that, and we'll be looking at different airlines and a few different things going forwards, because I'm here in Singapore and my plan here is to go to what they call USS, Universal Studios Singapore, because I am a theme park junkie, and while I was here I had to take the opportunity. After that, it's Air Asia to Langkawi. So still more to come on this little sojourn, shall we say. Thanks for joining me as always. Please click the old like button and subscribe so you get notified when the new videos drop, and to help support the channel. It really means the world to me. Yeah, once again, look after yourselves. May the journey never end.